What if the strongest voice calling was silence? In a world that rewards loud opinions and instant reactions, imagine the power of choosing stillness, a power that doesn't shout, yet commands, a strength that doesn't fight, yet never backs down. This is the way of the Stoic, the quiet warriors of history who rose above chaos, not with fists or fury, but with inner calm. Today, we'll uncover the secrets of this ancient wisdom. You'll learn how silence can become your greatest strength, how stillness can shape your character, and how resilience is built not by reacting, but by rising above. So if you've ever felt overwhelmed by conflict, burdened by pain, or pulled into battles not worth fighting, this video is your refuge. Stay with us. You're about to discover the art of silent strength and how it can change your life forever. Before we begin, hit that like button if you believe in the power of inner peace. Subscribe to join our growing community of Stoic thinkers, and share this video with someone who needs strength without shouting. Let's begin. Scene 1. What if your silence could be your loudest statement? Imagine an inner strength so profound that it speaks volumes without uttering a word. This is the essence of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that guides us in rising above hurt and adversity, not by confrontation but through the power of quiet strength. In the face of life's inevitable challenges, it's our response, not the event itself, that defines us. Stoicism teaches us to harness the strength within to transform pain into power, fostering resilience and personal growth. Today, let's explore how such quiet strength can turn silence into a tool of empowerment. We'll cover 3 core principles: non-reaction as a form of power, transformation of suffering into growth, and living a life that echoes excellence. Each principle empowers you to move past the scars others may inflict, without needing to engage in conflict. As we delve into these ideas, ask yourself, how can I embody a Stoic resolve in my own life? Join us as we uncover the art of quietly asserting your strength, and prepare to transform your life with the silent power that speaks the loudest of truths. Scene 2. Imagine a world where your greatest strength lies not in the loudness of your voice, but in the depth of your silence, a silence that reverberates with the power of wisdom and control. This is the essence of non-reaction, a core tenet of Stoic philosophy that teaches us to rise above the turmoil of life's trials by choosing stillness and reflection over immediate, emotion-driven responses. Consider the remarkable example of Nelson Mandela, a man whose enduring legacy of resilience is etched in the annals of history. During his 27 years of imprisonment, Mandela's quiet strength spoke volumes. His refusal to react with hatred or vengeance allowed him to emerge not as a broken man, but as a beacon of hope and reconciliation, proving undeniably that non-reaction can be a force more powerful than any spoken word. Non-reaction is not about suppressing your feelings. It's about acknowledging them, analyzing them, and deciding with clarity and calm how to move forward. It is a practice in sovereignty over one's internal world amidst external chaos. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, wisely stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This profound insight is a reminder that while we may not control what occurs around us, we can control our response to it. A shift in paradigm that can transform how we perceive and navigate challenges. How then can we embody this philosophy in our daily lives and interactions? Begin with deep breathing exercises. Breathing is a natural mechanism for calming the mind. It creates a mindful pause that provides the space to investigate rather than react to emotions as they arise. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly, feeling the breath flow in and out like waves gently washing over the sand. As you practice this, you'll notice a sense of tranquility enveloping you, a preliminary step towards mastering non-reaction. This practice can be enriched further by incorporating mindful pauses in everyday conversations. Before responding to a potentially provoking comment, take a silent moment to consider the other person's perspective and your own emotional state. This brief respite is often enough to transmute a reaction into a thoughtful response. By choosing to pause instead of immediately reacting, you exercise dominion over your emotions and interactions. Building non-reaction also involves crafting a personal mantra, a mental anchor that you return to when tensions rise. This could be as simple as, "This too shall pass," or "I choose my peace." Such mantras are not mere phrases, but personal affirmations of your commitment to maintain a tranquil, inner dialogue regardless of external circumstances. It is essential to remember that non-reaction is not synonymous with passivity. It is an active choice to engage with life's challenges from a place of strength and stability. Just like a seasoned sailor navigating turbulent waters, your steadiness at the helm becomes your most potent tool. Ask yourself, in the face of adversity, will my response be guided by impulse or by intention? As we contemplate these ideas, we can start to see the profound connection between silence and empowerment. A connection that invites us to step back from the noise and chaos and to choose actions aligned with wisdom. Let us conclude with a question for reflection, encouraging us to bridge to our next topic: transforming pain. How can we use the power of non-reaction to not only rise above our own challenges, but also transform our pain into a catalyst for personal growth and self-improvement? Scene 3. Having explored the power of non-reaction, we now turn our attention to an essential aspect of Stoic philosophy: the transformation of pain. Pain and adversity are unavoidable parts of life, yet they hold within them the potential for profound personal growth. The Stoics teach us that it is not the challenge itself, but our response to it, that can forge a path to self-improvement. Let's consider the inspiring journey of Susan Clark, a woman from Boston who turned her professional setbacks into stepping stones for growth. When faced with redundancy in her career, Susan decided to view this setback not as a conclusion, but as a beginning. She adopted a Stoic mindset, asking herself not, "Why me?" but "What can I learn from this?" Through this lens, Susan recognized her redundancy as an opportunity to gain new skills and perspectives. She documented her journey, tracking how each challenge she faced added a new layer of understanding and strength. By embracing her situation, Susan reframed her adversity, transforming her pain into progress. The ancient Stoic leader Marcus Aurelius articulated this philosophy succinctly: "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In these words, we find a blueprint for transforming obstacles. The challenges we encounter are not blocks on our path, but integral parts of it. By viewing each impediment as an opportunity to act, we transform these hurdles into catalysts for development. As in Susan's case, practicality is key in this transformation. One effective tool is journaling, a practice the Stoics themselves revered. By keeping a personal journal, you grant yourself a dedicated space to introspect, acknowledge your feelings, and chart your growth journey. Through regular entries, you can trace the evolution of your thinking, shifts in attitude, and successes that arise from overcoming difficulties. Moreover, adopting a proactive mindset involves a shift from passive endurance to active engagement with one's challenges. For the Stoic, every problem is an invitation to grow stronger. Investigate your struggles, ask what lessons lie within them, and how they can forge a better version of yourself. This approach not only builds resilience, but reshapes your narrative from being hurt to being heroic. Furthermore, allow yourself to see pain not just as something to be endured, but as a teacher. Each moment of suffering holds a lesson in patience, in empathy, and in understanding. Every scar, both visible and invisible, becomes a testament to survival and growth. To truly transform pain, adopt its wisdom. Let it guide your actions, refine your character, and direct your journey. On a broader level, this transformation is not a solitary act. By sharing your growth story with others, you inspire and empower them to embark on their own journeys of transformation. As you cultivate the habit of turning trials into triumphs, you contribute not just to your personal evolution, but to the communal wisdom of humanity. Integrating the principle of transforming pain into daily life requires practice and intention. Begin by viewing each challenge as a seed for potential. Imagine adversity as a sculptor, chiseling away the excess to reveal the statue within. Engage with your difficulties not with a sense of defeat, but with curiosity and courage. How might this challenge serve your growth? What skills can it develop? How can it deepen your empathy, expand your understanding, or enhance your resilience? Still, transformation is inherently personal. It requires time, reflection, and above all, patience. Remember, growth is not a linear process. It ebbs and flows, reflecting life's unpredictable nature. Yet, by steadfastly committing to this philosophical practice, you align yourself with a powerful force of change. As you continue along your path, ask yourself, what pain in my life can I begin to transform today? How can this process enrich not only my personal journey, but also those around me? How can embracing pain propel me towards excellence? These reflections will guide your transition into the next dimension of Stoic thought, building inner peace. By first transforming your pain, you ready yourself to create a sanctuary of calm and strength within, a place that empowers you to weather any storm and emerge stronger. With these thoughts in mind, let us now explore how we can construct this inner fortress, rendering us truly unshakable in the face of life's myriad challenges. Scene 4. As we transition from transforming personal struggles into growth, let's delve into how we cultivate an unbreakable sanctuary within, a fortress of inner peace that remains untouched by external chaos. The Stoics of ancient Greece, confronted by life's uncertainties, mastered this art, revealing that true peace isn't found in the absence of conflict, but rather within its midst. Consider Seneca, who faced his share of adversities yet emerged with a soul unscathed, proving through his life and writings that he who is brave is free. This bravery isn't born from the battlefield, but forged within, a testament to resilience amidst the storms of life. To build such an impenetrable inner peace, start by embracing the practice of meditation, a timeless tool employed by Stoics and modern practitioners alike. Meditation serves as a daily retreat into tranquility, an exercise in channeling focus inward, away from the world's constant noise. Through stillness, the mind becomes a quiet meadow, free from the stampede of thoughts, worries, and external judgments. By regularly turning inward, we create a mental space where calm reigns supreme, allowing us to approach life's vicissitudes with grace. In parallel, consider the importance of setting personal boundaries. In a world bustling with external demands, the ability to assertively delineate our borders becomes vital. It's about choosing what we permit to enter our mental sanctuaries, reinforcing our fortresses from within. This doesn't mean isolation. Rather, it is about discerning interactions that enrich rather than deplete our inner resources. By establishing these boundaries, we honor our peace, ensure our energy remains protected, and cultivate a sense of freedom grounded in choice and self-respect. Moreover, Recall the historical applications of Stoicism in diverse scenarios. From the barracks of Roman soldiers who found peace amidst chaos through philosophical reflection, to the solitary reflections of scholars who turned to Stoic texts for guidance. History is rich with examples of individuals who achieved tranquility, not by changing their circumstances but by reshaping their perceptions. It is this repositioning of perspective, the mental fortification, that constitutes true courage and cultivates inner freedom. In today's fast-paced environment, applying the wisdom of past Stoics need not feel daunting. Begin by integrating brief, mindful moments into daily routines. Perhaps a moment of appreciation over morning coffee, or a quiet reflection in the evening. These small acts, when practiced consistently, form the building blocks of an unshakable peace. They serve as daily affirmations that the strength we seek lies within, waiting to be nurtured and harnessed. Thus, to foster an internal state that remains unmarred by external turbulence, engage in the dual practice of meditation and boundary setting. As we embrace the teachings of the Stoics, we become architects of our own peace, constructing mental bastions impervious to the tide of external tribulations. Each effort, no matter how small, is a testament to our inner resilience and an investment in our freedom. To ponder. In creating your inner peace, what boundaries might you need to establish to protect your tranquility? And how can you start integrating moments of mindfulness into your routine today? Such reflections prepare us for our next chapter, where we will explore the art of detachment, an essential Stoic technique that, when mastered, frees us from the bondage of external validation, guiding us closer to authentic freedom. Scene 5. Having explored the foundations of inner peace, we now turn our attention to the art of detachment, a key pillar in the practice of Stoicism. Detachment is not about apathy or indifference. Rather, it's a mindful separation from the gravitational pull of external validation and societal expectations. Imagine being a seasoned sailor. You stand firm against the turbulent waves not by resisting them, but by understanding and riding their rhythm. Similarly, detachment teaches us to navigate life's uncertainties with grace and fortitude. Consider the journey of Michael Johnson in Seattle. Faced with constant critique and challenging colleagues, Michael found himself caught in the tempest of others' opinions. But through practicing Stoic detachment, he learned to anchor himself in his intrinsic values and personal goals. Instead of seeking approval from the shifting perceptions of others, he began conducting his own inner orchestra, becoming the composer of his life's harmony. How can one cultivate such an empowering level of detachment? First, by setting realistic expectations. When we chase perfection, we tie our worth to an illusion. Detachment invites us to replace the pursuit of perfection with a pursuit of improvement, grounding our efforts in what is genuinely achievable. Secondly, embrace a gratitude practice. Gratitude shifts our focus from what is lacking to the abundance of what already is. It reminds us of the riches that reside in the present moment and in our own potential. As you embark on this path, remember the guiding wisdom. Detach with love. This quote encapsulates the heart of detachment, retaining compassion while releasing the need for control. By detaching, we create space for empathy and understanding, letting others act according to their nature without it unsettling our inner equilibrium. Detachment is about releasing the need to control what lies outside our realm of influence, aligning with the Stoic teachings that remind us we cannot control external circumstances, only our responses. As Epictetus wisely taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. As we master the art of detachment, let us ask ourselves, how much of what binds us are self-imposed shackles of expectation and validation? What would life look like if we lived untethered from these constraints? With this deeper understanding, we can seamlessly transition to living with excellence. By detaching from external praise, our actions become rooted in genuine integrity and self-respect. Join us in the next scene as we explore how choosing excellence in all endeavors fosters a life of fulfillment and honor. Scene 6. Having explored the art of detachment, let's now focus on living each day with excellence, not for the praise of others, but for personal growth and self-respect. In choosing a path centered on excellence, we turn to the wisdom of those like Abraham Lincoln, whose unwavering commitment to integrity and perseverance transformed a deeply divided nation. Lincoln's determination to conduct himself with honor, even in the face of profound adversity, serves as a luminous example of what it means to embrace the essence of Stoic virtue. To live with excellence is to understand that our actions define us more than our accolades. Aristotle famously said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. This is a call to craft a life through daily commitments to our principles and aspirations. Begin this journey by setting personal goals that align with your values. Think not only about what you want to achieve, but who you want to become in the process. Focus on small, consistent efforts that accumulate over time. Like a sculptor chiseling away at a block of marble, each action shapes your character. In this pursuit, excellence becomes a process, a lifestyle that continuously refines your inner self. Imagine a thriving garden. It demands attentive care and regular nurturing. Excellence, similarly, requires a continual dedication to nurturing one's mindset and practice. Through this ongoing cultivation, the pursuit is its own reward, yielding inner fulfillment rather than external validation. Consider this. How might your life change if you measured success, not by outward recognition, but by the quiet satisfaction of knowing that you've given your best? So as you walk this path, challenge yourself to seek excellence not just in grand gestures, but in the ordinary rhythms of daily life. The present moment is an opportunity to imbue your actions with purpose. Question how you might carry this ethos into every encounter, every decision, and every pursuit. Let each day offer a canvas upon which you paint the strokes of your intention and character. As you reflect on this, ask yourself, in what ways can the practice of excellence, as a habit, transform your experience of living? Soon, we'll discover how applying these Stoic principles can shift perspectives from merely enduring life's trials to truly overcoming them. Stay with us as we delve deeper into these transformative concepts. Scene 7. As we draw our journey through the realm of Stoic philosophy to a close, let us take a moment to reflect upon the transformative power that adopting these principles can hold in modern life. Think of these teachings not simply as ancient wisdom etched in time, but as dynamic tools, ever ready to guide us from the role of a victim to that of a victor in the face of life's challenges. Imagine life as a river, sometimes calm, sometimes stormy. Stoicism does not teach us to seek control over the waters, but rather mastery over how we navigate them. By choosing our responses with intention, by embracing obstacles as pathways, and by finding peace amidst turbulence, we align ourselves with the essence of Stoicism. Consider the quiet strength nestled in non-reaction. In practicing this, we claim our power back, demonstrating that our inner world remains unshaken amidst the chaos around us. Reflect on the transformative capacity of pain, the way it can sculpt us, refine us. Like the steady hand of a sculptor carving out art from stubborn stone, our struggles define us not by their weight, but by the strength we muster to rise above them. In embracing detachment, we free ourselves from the shackles of external validation, discovering a deeper authenticity and a more profound sense of freedom. Excellence in life, as we've seen, is not about grand gestures, but about consistency in our daily actions. It's the small, deliberate choices we make that weave the fabric of our character. As you reflect on these teachings, I invite you to consider this. How can you integrate them into your life today? What small change can you make that will move you closer to the person you strive to become? In the spirit of Stoic reflection, embrace this journey as one of continuous growth and self-improvement. Each step, each challenge holds a lesson, a chance to apply what you have learned and grow stronger. As we part today, take this wisdom with you and let it illuminate your path. It's a call to action, not just to think, but to do. To live these practices and watch as your perspective shifts. Subscribe to continue exploring the boundless world of philosophy and personal growth with us. In your journey to mastering the art of living, remember it always starts with you.